yeah. Oh, you know I like to have fun. I like to take them back on that old school shit. Yeah. The money talking like that, my baby. Seeing these brand new faces, say shootouts in different places. Shotters talk overrated, that money come different phrases. Yeah, yeah. Heard these niggas want some smoke with them babies. Bullet exit his dome, come in contact with the others. My homie died from that fire for a fact, man. I love it. Weekend, I don't know white flag. I made that choice on.
Don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings ever been this faded. Maybe this is karma, definition of jaded. This stays on my mind. This stays on my mind. Trying to put.
Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. I do apologize for my tardiness. Right at 12 o'clock, I got a notification for a Zoom that I had to attend, and actually it's still going, but I just said, baby, we're gonna have to make it do what it do, because it wasn't planned, so I set up to be here. Y'all, I hope everybody has been having an amazing day so far. um Mine started out a little rough, but this too shall pass. As you guys come in, please hit that like button for me, and please if you have not subscribed, please do that as well. Baby, we just out here trying to make it happen and trying to give y'all what y'all want, which is information. Yesterday's revelations in reference to Tannea and her significant other, or lack thereof, baby, took a surprising turn. Hey, Crazy in Love, took a surprising turn. Now, I was given his information before to go ahead and look at, and um, I hadn't been able to find him at first, but I was looking in Fulton County. He is out of another county, so found the county, found the guy. I also was sent some information yesterday, which allowed me to find his correct county. Um, but it's a lot. He's got a lot going on. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I don't know if it's good or bad when it comes to Tanae, because they're just parents of a child. They're not necessarily at this point in a relationship. So I don't know. What you mean, Jackie O? What you mean it went down? Um, so what we're gonna do today is we're going to go over the charges that Chocolate Drop has. Okay. That is primarily what we're going to handle here. Another situation that we will be looking into will be with Peach McIntyre as well. So yesterday in Kimmy's live, we discussed Peach and the fact that she had not. It was being said that she had not paid the other baby mom, yet she went to get her passport. Now, I was trying to have a friend that got a passport. He does have a felony. Um, and so I was trying to find out. Now, is he cleared before he apply? I know you make the application, you do the picture, you do the application, right? But when you do the application, usually you take your picture in. Now, they went to a different place to get theirs. They didn't go to it. It wasn't a post office from what I saw. I'll confirm that though, but that's not what I saw initially. So with that being the case, um, they went to get it, paid the money and all the things. The question is, could they still come back after and deny? Because why take the money? And if they deny it, do they give the money back? Like, what's the deal? You know? So that's what I am trying to figure out is how the hierarchy of that works. Because the argument is if she owes or if he owes, he can't get the passport. Now, I- Peach, whew, Peach. I don't think that she's that dumb. You know what I'm saying? She's witty, if nothing else. Um, I used to think she was smart, but smart, witty, whatever. The question is, will she take her ass up there knowing that they still owe money, and she's not going to be approved with the $2,500? Um, I feel like she wouldn't. Because Peach can find anything to do content on. Let's be honest. Let her tell it she can flick her nose and get money. So why would you go through all of that? Right? So I let them know in Kimmy's live that I had looked in the system. I do have an account with Hillsborough County. And according to the system, the Department of Revenue has reported that both accounts have had significant payments, right? It doesn't show us the date by date paid. They used to show that. I don't know if it has been moved or if I'm going to have to apply to get that, but it used to be available. But nonetheless, the account with Carisha and him shows a zero balance. I told y'all that in one of my previous lives. It shows a zero balance. Now, could they have moved or changed how they show that information? They very well could have. But I don't see how what we saw could be misinterpreted because it says the account number and it shows payments and it says payments and something. And then when you click it, balance for him is zero. Now, the other baby mama, it shows the balance is $50. Now, I don't know if that $50 came afterwards or if it's something else additional that had to be done. I know that the pricing of that was very significant, right? So I'm telling you guys what I saw with my eyes. Y'all know that I work hard to try to make sure that the information I give you guys is factual. That's why I checked. Okay. I am reporting what is in the Hillsborough County system. When you have a child support case, it is listed under your cases. If you have a hearing, it's in court. So it's not only a child support case, it's a court case. So I'm able to see, not because of the child support system, because that's not public. I'm able to see it on the court side. And when I looked, that's what I saw. I did not go by the paperwork that Peach gave. And I know people were saying, I don't believe it. Okay. I can't say if you should or shouldn't. I can just tell you what I saw. So that is that on that. So that's what we're here to discuss today. These two situations. We're going to look at his paperwork. Now, for um Tannea's baby's father, it is said that she was talking about the situation over on Facebook and that she said that the baby daddies, mom and him, were helping her. Now, I told you guys before that um I told you guys before that hold on, I'm trying to see something. That First of all, let me go over here and see what y'all saying. Where are my damn glasses? Y'all know I can't see shit. And I turned the lights off to prevent the glare that I usually have over here. Yes, he does have a lot going on and an extensive background. It does not need to be around children. I'm saying, like, a lot of people with a lot of opinions were on your live and TMR's live. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure her opinion of the situation. I can only speak for mine, but you're right. Um, I feel that Keyontay needs to separate the two. It's like um putting church and state together. No, you in this instance it needs to be separate because your children and your parenting situation is one relationship. Your marriage is another relationship. Yes, one may have created the other or vice versa, but and they may be the same individuals, but it is like totally different. Um if she is going to give you um permission to see the kids, do it. Because what does that do? Number one, it takes the ability for her to try to say you abandoned your kids, right? Number two, um, it gives you proof of the game plan that she does if that comes. But I feel that she is overwhelmed because she got seven damn kids. You know what I'm saying? And so, the baby mother probably has, feelings for her because hell, the baby mother's best friend is her mama. So she knows Tanae. She's been around Tanae and other things. So she's gonna do what she can to try to help. And that's nice of her because she damn sure ain't got to. Not to mention Tanae always screws herself and screws situations up when it comes to people, you know? Hey, Mish in chat. I believed that she had paid in full, but the baby mama said the other day that she just got $12. So I'm waiting on her to confirm. You know what, D? I wonder if how you pay, changes that. Also, if a bigger payment would take longer than a smaller payment. All I know, and I can say with accurate certainty, is that on the system it says zero. And I'm going to get that and show you guys. Y'all know how I do. This is not court documents are considered public record. Although you may have to have an account to access them just for protection of people's personal information. I would not. Her name is out there. She put that out there. The lady put it out there because she was wearing her name tag. I don't try to publicize any information that has not already been publicized. So that's that on that. Let me jump over here real quick and look because I came over here to try to give you guys an update and look on Tanea's chat because I was told certain things was over there. Honestly, I had not looked yet, but when all of this came out, it made me want to look. Okay. Um, I definitely would have to go on here and read point by point. Tanae is all up and through social media. And so all she does is sit around. I don't even understand how she has the time to I don't understand how she has the time to sit on social media the way she does. It's just crazy to me. But anyway, let's get back to the purpose of our conversation. Hey, Sunrose. Did I speak, D? Hey, boo. She made a video about the twins' dad and talked about him indirectly and if she's going to be with him or not and why she's not with him. Who did that? And what you talking about Tannea? And are you talking about over here on Facebook or YouTube? Because I don't see that on Facebook. I'm looking up her channel over here now. I spelled her name wrong and she still popped up at the top. They knew what the hell I was trying to do. Okay, that's 3 weeks ago. That's alive. Let's see. The last short that I see is the short we already saw. I don't see a video, so you're gonna have to let me know where it is, and I will definitely look at it. But okay, so you're saying it's not. My understanding was her and Chocolate Drop wasn't together. Is that not the case anymore? Honey, I don't understand why she deleting things. You a woman that's gotta pay rent. This is your only income. I think she gets a little child support from baby daddy, the first one from time to time. But she did the same thing with him, bad mouthing him, accusing him of insane shit. And he stopped messing with her too. Tannea is her biggest problem. Yes, her and Keyontay were very young when they got together, and they may be a little immature when they deal with things because feelings are involved, especially because of how she's handled him and how she feels he's handled her. You know, everybody had their part in the demise of the relationship. We ain't even finna sit here and act like they didn't, because they did. And so it is what it is. Now, what we're going to do in this segment of this live, I'm going to pull up the information about him. We know that his name is Devin. Um, and that's all I'm gonna say. I was able to look up the charges that he has. Now, let me say that his charges go back from 2020. These are the ones I saw from 2020 to 2024. So what we saw, even that article that Keontae was actually able to pull up, even in that article, it was from I think 2022 or something like that. It wasn't like today or yesterday, right? So with that being the case, the information wasn't as accurate as no, it was accurate. It just was old. So I want to be frank about that. These are not pending charges as of now, according to what I saw. He doesn't have any hearings that are coming up from what I saw. Again, I looked it up, you know. Y'all know that's what I do over here. You know, if I'm gonna talk about it, I don't feel comfortable talking about things that I am not 100% well versed in. I don't feel comfortable talking about things that I don't feel I know the most I can know about it. I want to, if I sit here and have this conversation with you and you ask me a question, I want to have a fair chance at answering the question. I don't want to be like, I don't know, I don't know. Plus, people lie. So Now the news obviously wouldn't lie. They're just going to do the same thing I do, report the information that they get on that from their sources, and that's what I did. Really that simple. Now, um, when I say he got a lot of damn charges, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to turn this down. When I say he has a lot of charges, he's got at least 15. And some of them were very disturbing to say the least, right? I'm looking at them real quick because I want to be able to pull them on the screen and we talk about them as I show what I got. Uh, so I'm gonna do that. Y'all know I usually try to do this type of stuff before, but I'm a because I was just gonna read it off to y'all, but I'm going to try to just pull it in and we'll just pull it up and discuss it. Yeah, it's about 14 total. Now, what everybody is responding to as far as reaction channels and all of that stuff, they're responding to what they saw in Google, myself included. I was, but I just went to verify the information. And when I did that, other things came up. And so that's what I am going to discuss with y'all. Now, here's the question. What's the point of this? The point of this is he's upset because he found out that his children are around a guy who has some questionable charges. Now, I'm going to say this. When it comes to a legal situation, you have to things don't always be what they appear to be. Let me say it like that. You've got to you've got to do your due diligence. They are not always as they appear, and that's just that on that. Hold on, I'm gonna try to cover this name up. So for example, it may say that he got a pew pew charge, but that could be as simple as him being in a vehicle with someone who had one. You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't his. But if you are a felon or have previous charges and you turn around and you have certain things you're supposed to apply or whatever, um, you can't do that. You can't be in a car with a gun. I mean, it's just that simple. So that's how they go. Especially if you're on some type of felony probation, it's a lot of rules to that. It's almost a situation to where a lot of people feel that you're set up to fail. Is that the case? Maybe, maybe not. But you know, it is what it is. Anyway, let me see. I got two more documents to look at. Nope, that's it. So I'm going to move these over to my computer and then we will pull them up one by one and discuss. Now we'll go into detail about the peach thing as well. But oh wait a minute, I wanted that too. Um, we'll get it all. We'll talk about it all. Luckily, I kind of get this information quick, and it doesn't take me that long to get it to where we can pull it up. Y'all, I'm just the messenger. We're going to discuss these charges because they relate to people we talk about directly. Um, Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So, you know, come in this with a level head, be objective. Um, but at the end of the day, hey Karen, at the end of the day, should he be around them kids? We saw him around the little baby. Hell, he was kissing them and everything. This is a man who has children. I think the reason it's a big deal is because Tannea plays all these games with Keyontay and won't let him see his children. But yet he finds out that you've had these kids around someone who has done a lot of things out that's way worse than he's ever done. So in his head, why are you doing this to me and you letting this dude around my kids? Well, I guess that's a fair question to ask. Yeah, and he's probably around now because of the baby. But remember she had blocked him and all type of stuff, changed her phone number, which is stupid as hell. Who waits to get pregnant by somebody and then you start acting stupid and don't want to be around them? Hey, Mocha, that's crazy, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. She you know, and to have 5 kids, Tanae should have been more responsible, even with who she play with. Especially if you're gonna be out here conducting yourself as an adult and not being protected, so that you couldn't make more kids. You definitely should have been more selective about who you let around your kids. Like, I'm just keeping it real. And it's unfortunate that she did not do that. It's sad. Should he be around the kids? Definitely not by himself, just because of some of the charges. I'm just gonna be honest. But Keyontay can't tell that girl who to be with. Can he say who can be around his sons? If he takes the legal route, he very well can. You don't have of a lot that you can control or say if you not taking it strategic. You just don't. Now here's one thing I heard. Somebody was like, he should just take her to court, blah blah blah. Everybody ain't got court money. What our parents used to tell us, I ain't got no damn McDonald's money. Everybody ain't got court money. So they unfortunately can't make happen things that they can't afford. Now, what can they do? Are there options for the indigenous people? Is that the right word? Indigent or indigent? I think indigenous has to do with being an Indian. My bad. But usually every city has a legal aid. And this is for Keontae and whoever else it may help. And you can go to legal aid, make application, and based on your income, they will give you a fee to pay. I don't know anything about the attorneys. I don't know what type of shit they cover, but that's the best that you can get other than a prepaid legal service, but that's still a retail type of situation and they're going to charge you retail prices to represent you. So what he has to do, if they're right now, what he got to do is get divorced, because if he go ahead and get divorced, they go to court. Especially if she don't participate, he can ask for joint custody and probably get it because she didn't participate. He can put his whatever visitation that he wants in play. Now, just because he has visitation don't mean he can jump up and go to her house and get them kids anytime he want. At the end of the day, she is the custodial parent. So that's gonna be that on that. But it's crazy how she didn't know though, because it's her mom's best friend's son. maybe she didn't know. Um, the mama should know. And when her daughter started messing with that lady's son, she should have said, "Look, girl, he be wilding now." Even if she didn't know, they know more than what did she say? This is somebody I've been knowing, right? That was her justification about it. This is somebody I've been knowing. So she know enough. She knew enough to be spending money and feeding him and all the things she was doing. And she should have knew before opening up her damn uh legs to his ass. It's plenty of men in Georgia. She ain't had to pick that one. And quite frankly, I don't know if I would have wanted to date my mama's best friend's son, because then all your business gonna go right to your mama. Especially if he got a good relationship with his mama. I mean, just really. I need some water, y'all. Whew. But nonetheless, let me pull these documents up and let's get to our discussion. Because I mean, it is what it is. She chose to do what she chose, and ain't a damn thing we can do about it. Um, I just realized I don't have a screen to put them on. Okay, let me give y'all a quick break because I want to go ahead and get this up so we can get to talking about that. She did. She knew more than what she gave credit for. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? Um she is too old and had too many kids to be thinking she was out here casually dealing with somebody. She could have been casually dealing, but the thing is, with your casual situation, you should have protected yourself from making kids with somebody who, you know, don't need to have no more children. Let's just say it like that. Hold on.
I ain't taking your shit today, no. I ain't taking your shit tomorrow, no. We can do it my way, so I ain't sticking, no, I ain't sticking around.
Okay, we're gonna use this for now. Um, and I'm going to pull the information on the screen that we are going to be discussing here. Um, I'm just gonna pull the sheets up one at a time, and we'll go from there. Y'all, when I tell y'all, even with these glasses on, I can't see nothing. Wait a minute. I see everything but the one I'm supposed to be seeing. Again, I told y'all I have this thing going on in the background. What I'm asking is about those pending withdrawals. I think it's already 5 days without reward and without everything. Are we able to withdraw? Or would there be? You can withdraw the state from the new platform for those who are pending withdrawals. Yeah. Everybody is pending withdrawal. So we heard that, guys, we are able to withdraw on Thursday. Yeah. This is how it's very interesting, Kevin, because when in all platforms with technology, okay. I'm just gonna pull the pieces up one at a time. Why don't I see it? Okay, y'all know how I do. If one thing don't seem to work, because I don't know what the hell is going on here, I'm gonna do it another way. Anyway, let me go ahead and read the charges because I don't want to be having y'all just sitting while I'm trying to get this up on this screen. Oh. Um okay. I'm gonna go ahead and read the first charges, okay? Um and then we'll go from there. So the first sheet, cancel, is when he was first arrested. Oh no, that's the last sheet. Hold on. It was sale of a scheduled IO, statute 16-13-30. So let's look that up. 16-13-30. Now, I hate to say it like this, but uh, there are a lot of people out here that have drug charges um, with distribution and all of that, right? Uh, so I'm not going to say it's good or bad, and I'm not going to say that that makes them a person who shouldn't be around children. It's unlawful. Okay, except it's authorized by this article. It is unlawful for any person to manufacture, deliver, distribute, dispense, administer, sell, or possess with the intent to distribute any controlled substance. A controlled substance would not be street drugs. A controlled substance would be um, a controlled substance, pills, things of that nature. Um, Let me see where I am because I want to pull this on the screen so y'all can see it too. Um, so to see that, we're gonna have to go over here. My system is a little different from what most people are used to. I use I don't use StreamYard, so I don't know how StreamYard is currently set up, but I have pre set up screens to do things, and I try to have things as available as possible for you guys so that we can pop over and just look at them. Um, so, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My phone keep ringing. I know y'all don't hear it, but I'm recording this call, and every time the phone rings, uh, it stops my recording. So I had to jump back over here and hit the button. I'm so pissed that I can't pull these up because I done moved them over twice. But when I go to pull them in here, for some reason, I can't see them. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I've never had it happen, so I don't really know how to deal with it. Usually I just have stuff set up and, show you guys, and that's that on that. So what I'm going to attempt to do is pull them into my Google Drive, and then I can show y'all from there. Y'all know, honey, I be trying to work it out for y'all because I be trying to put the information out here. We do talk about these people. We talk about the things that happen, the things that they do. And for context in our conversations, a lot of times, I mean, that's a part of the process. Like, you want to know what's going on, and especially when they bring it into the storylines. I don't see that we should have an issue with showing that. You know what I mean? It is not illegal. I just want to preference that as well. Um, to put the information out there, as long as it's public information, it's not doxing, it's not anybody's address, it's not anything like that. Um, then we're good. If you start putting up personal stuff, that's not court documents, or considered public, and there are rules to that. You have to Google them. That's when you get into problem. Okay. So that's headed up in there. So you guys see right there what that says. Uh, Hold on. They swear he want her back, and playing with the divorce is crazy. I don't know who they is. I think Keyontay is very happy. He has gotten with a woman that was different than what he's used to. Uh, I guess a ghetto girl. And she showed him a difference, and she showed him love in a different way. She showed him life in a different way. She done took him on trips. Like, she is upgrading him as a man. Sometimes a good woman can change a man. And I think that's what we're having, you know. And they're okay with that. They are okay with that. And I'm glad he is doing what he needs to. I'm glad he's sticking to his guns. I'm glad he ain't backtracking the stuff that he used to do when he didn't care. But let's be honest, Tanae was doing the same thing. So we can't completely crucify him without calling out the obvious. Yes, he got Bubbles pregnant when he was with this girl, but shit. She got pregnant when she was with him too. So what you saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, you need to get your no. So anyway, now if I have a doggone problem here, I'm just gonna have a meltdown because this should work. I'm sitting here looking at the documents. As soon as it pops up, I will share the screen. But now sharing the screen is taking forever. Come on. Good Lord. Let's see. Maybe I ain't hit it right or something. Cause I ain't got time. It don't never take this long to pop up. Okay. So this is the charge, the first charge, the sale of a scheduled um, and controlled substance. Let me put a damn watermark over this bad boy. Oh, it's one there. But yeah, hold on. Honey, that damn thing is going left. Can y'all let me know y'all can see this? These are the two screens that I need. I really don't need this screen at the moment, so let's get rid of that. I was trying to move that. Oh, I see why it's not working. I was trying to move this screen thing off of here. And I want to put just a regular watermark. Media files. Just a minute, y'all. Okay. That's better to see. She knew darn well his charges and she still messed with him unprotected, introducing him around her kids. Yes, she had him holding kids, playing with kids, all the things. Remember, we saw him on her channel and, you know, he was chocolate drop. Um, she had him holding the little boy. He was kissing the baby, all the things. So, I mean, the sad part about that is it's too late now, no matter what. And she can't see, but Tannea isn't the type that she's gonna sit here and say, "Oh, um, I didn't mean to." Like that. That's not her, and she doesn't. She feel like she just lived her life. One thing I'll say about her, she just out here living, honey. What we get is what we damn get, and honestly, that's how it's supposed to be. When you have people like Sky who is sitting here all worried about what the reactors are doing and all of that, like, no, that's not what we should be experiencing. um it's just not. And so that's that on that shit. I don't know what to say. This one is better, but yeah. So I mean, anyway, let's move on to the next one. So the next screen that I have for him is this one. Now this is in no particular order, guys. Um this is the charges that we saw um online. that kidnapping case. These are the charges. Now, these are all different cases. So, what I just showed you, that was one case. This right here, this is another case. Okay. Um, Aggravated assault, robbery, kidnapping. This is another case or another situation. Okay. Um, she didn't need any more children, but she can still choose to behave so reckless again. Yeah. I mean, she feel like this is her life. She can do what the hell she wants. Yeah, y'all didn't remember when she said that God wanted her to be a parent or some crap like that. She said, I'm sitting here scratching my head like, huh? Because if it's from God, baby, he gonna give you the tools to make it successful. He ain't gonna throw you out here with a bunch of kids, um, and not give you the means to pay for them. Um, and when I say that, I do realize what I am saying. Um, what I'm also saying is that don't mean they're not a blessing to you, a blessing to the world. There are consequences of actions that you took, whether they were good or bad. That's what I'm saying. What God did for us is gave us the willing to choose the choices that we make and deal with the consequences accordingly. Free will. That's what we got. So, just because it's a child and children are blessings and all of the things that, we consider and say does not mean God gave you that child. No, baby, you got that child out there doing the fugazi. Now, God's blessing is allowing that child to get here healthy, happy, whatever, and letting his will be done, whatever that may be. That child may have been needed here for whatever reason, but you can still get a child via ill-gotten means. Let's not sit up here and play games with wording just because you are trying to create a narrative where you are justifying what you're doing. No, that's a no-go. God did not create them kids. You did. So, let's go over to the next screen. Let me know if y'all have any questions, because ain't nobody saying nothing right now. Oh, I see a few things coming through. I should turn this camera off because I'm so close to the screen, y'all. I know y'all like, damn, we don't need to see your thoughts, gal. I'm looking for a picture to put on the screen, basically to y'all know how I do when it comes to my content. I want it to be known that it's mine, where it came from, and all the things. So that's why I'm putting an image up there, not trying to be rude or funny, but people know what I do. People know. People know. So they swear he went back. Oh, wait a minute. I already seen these. She walked herself right into this. She posted on Facebook a few days ago, Chocolate Drop put people in trunks. Wow, did she? See, I don't watch her Facebook like that. I know she posts over there a lot. I don't be over there, so I don't see a lot of things. Right, D. Right. I don't understand why she keeps having so many children. She claimed these are going to be the last ones. She claimed that it wasn't planned, but of course, if you don't plan not to have them, you kind of plan to have them. That's kind of how they go. Because you definitely can exercise um, um, safety measures that can prevent pregnancy. You can do that. So to say that you uh didn't want the kids, like You did not want him either, though. Let's just say it like that and leave it at that. So let's move to the next one. Let's see. Y'all seen that one? Y'all seen this one? Uh, I don't know if a lot is on this one, but let's look at it anyway. Now, this right here is for context. Basically, these were the last court hearings that showed. Now, from what I saw with the case that he had, which may be these charges we just looked at, but it looks like he got 15 years probation at the close out of this legal situation here. So I guess what I'm saying is for the for those things he got, looks like he got probation. So I'm giving y'all a few minutes to look at them, y'all, while I set this thing up here. Let's go to the last sheet. And it's the big kahuna, y'all. Y'all is not going to be ready for this one, baby. But we going to do it. Now, some of these we may have to look up, but... Oh! Oh, no. Wait a minute. There you go. I'm going to give y'all a second or two to look at that. And then I'll start talking. Right, Mocha. That's true. So, like I said, we can't sit here and say she didn't know. Her mama and his mama are best friends. How did she not know? I'm sure her mother knew what was going on. They discussed. And from there, it was out there. And she didn't. She didn't do any kind of, but she didn't have to. This guy she's known, she told us that. We're not making this up. She told us that. This is a guy she knew. Okay. So, girl, when I seen that mess, baby, that took me left. Possession of meth. He's got an intent to distribute charge. It looks like those go together. Okay, let's see what this use of communication one is. 16-13-32. Communication. 16-13-. 32. Based on Georgia Code 16-13-32-3, use of communication facility in committing or facilitating commission of an act which constitutes a felony under, and then it says under chapter, it says felony under chapter, but I don't know if there was a cutoff or whatever. Right here it says it's a criminal offense often referred to as phone charge or use of communication facility to facilitate a drug felony. That's what we were missing. So this is that charge. I ain't gonna need that screen no more. Let me move me over a little bit so y'all can see. Yeah, this a lot. Baby, they ran up in here. I don't know how big the situation was. Now I did see something to where he had a charge along with 20 other people, I want to say. That may be what this is. She thought the kids were going to be calling him daddy, but he skipped town on her. No, he got locked up, my understanding was. I don't believe the story of her and his mom being best friends. Well, her picture was on Tannea's channel. So we've seen her mom. So I can only go by what's put out there. But yeah, we've seen her mom on Tannea's channel. When they stayed in that big house, and that it was something, I think I want to say around Christmas, that was his mom that was at the house. But with her making the status days before Christmas even hit the internet, tell me everything. She been knew, which probably explains why her comments always turned off. Could be. Now I didn't see her make no status before Christmas. I think she said that she saved face because said that to save face because in actuality she doesn't know anything about him. I wouldn't put that past her. I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't. But you know, I'm just going by what was put out there, baby. Yes, baby, myth. Now she's connected to this man. Yep, Lord, and he gonna be around them babies. Yeah, he parent to two of them. Yes, myth. Let me jump back over there. We was at the communication criminal attempt to some. Let's see what that one is. 16-4-1. A person commits the offense of criminal attempt when the intent to commit a specific crime, he performs any acts which constitutes a substantial step forward. So that's a conspiracy charge, solicitation. So I guess he was selling something and he made an attempt by attempting to sell, maybe even to an undercover or something like that. It didn't have to be an undercover. All they had to do is have a person say, yeah, this is the guy who sold me whatever. Let me show y'all that. Yes. I said, not a meth addict, honey. So chocolate drop got a rap sheet 8 blocks long. He do. Wow, and that's who she chose to be a dad. Cruelty to children and the woman with 101 children, diabolical. I think that's what you meant, right? But yeah, that's the next one, cruelty to children. Possession of a scheduled, let's see. Oh, we looked that one up. So he got several of those. Possession and use. Now that's what I want to look up. 16-13-32-2. Baby, use in what? That's what the hell I wanted to look up. I said, this boy a damn mess head. 32. Was it dash 2? Propagating, cultivating, growing, harvesting, manufacturing human body marijuana or a controlled subject. Okay, so this is for marijuana, looks like. So that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Yeah, that's not so bad. I hope y'all can see that. Let me pull it up a little bit. That one ain't so bad. Okay, so he got 2 of those, and let's see what 16-13-30 is. Baby, when I say they got his ass, this statute is a major part of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act and generally treats the possession of the controlled substance as a felony. He probably was selling pills. That's big here in Georgia. Yeah, he probably was selling pills. So how many of those did he have? Just one. What about this erratic lane? So he probably was. I know he didn't run from the damn police. 40-6-48. Y'all think he sell meth? 40-6-48. Hey, let's see. Oh, that's big. Can I make it smaller, maybe? View. Let's go down some. Can y'all see that now? Yeah, that's better. This is one of the charges. So he was driving crazy. And the last one was the possession of meth. So he had a possession with intent to distribute and a possession with the intent to use it. I mean, now I don't know if these are still like being adjudicated. Um, the way the information was showing, I wasn't able to look at each detail to know, okay, like these are adjudicated already, these not so much, whatever the case is. I wasn't able to see that, so um yeah. What? Well, he ain't got charges for that. So I didn't see that. It's not on any of his charges, so I'm not going to say he is. I feel like if that was a part of this, we definitely would have seen charges for that because in Georgia they'll run up in you for that. But I mean, hell, he got enough here. The child endangerment, shoot, that's the big kahuna for me, especially dealing with a woman with all them children. Like, where is this boy's life going? This is a man that you procreated with, and he out here on all this bullshit. Where is he going in life? What is his goal? Because, honey, crazy. I'm just being honest. Yeah, these charges go back 6 years. He does have that. He does have that charge, softer. And everybody who came in that I haven't spoke to, I do apologize. Hey, girl, hey. He does have that charge. Also, guys, be sure y'all hit that like button. Let me see how many likes we got. Now I need y'all to show me some love over here. Y'all know I'll be over here working. Raggedy or not, I be working till the midnight hour. Yeah, because we ain't got hardly no likes. Please hit that like button for me. If you are new here, welcome. Please go ahead and subscribe if you have not done so. We do give good content over here. I will say this about my channel. I feel it's more informational, I guess, than comical. I know a lot of people, they have a more comical way that they premiere their content. But we still be getting some kikis over here. It's fun over here. It's fun over here. Let's see. Let's get this off of here. But yeah, guys. After I seen last night's video and people kind of was beating around the bush, I said, baby, let's get to the meat. Y'all know how I do. Let's get to the meat of things. And that's what we gonna do. So, what do y'all think? Should he or should he not be around the kids? When I see all of these charges, it makes me feel like he's in the streets. He is not a man. Even some dudes be kind of out there, but they have a job, they have foundation, things like that. He don't seem like that dude. He just seemed like a young hothead who out there doing whatever. Yeah, he can show you a nighttime, maybe a good time, but damn sure not a long time. That's what I see when I see this, all of this. He's not showing any stability of anything. And hell, quiet as it's kept, she not either. These kids living on a wing and a prayer. The only one trying to have jobs and all of that shit is Keyontay and that girl. Bubbles. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you, Bubbles. And I mean, let's be honest. Keyontay is, working every day to try to be a better person himself. Because I mean, he came from the streets too. He just ain't no street dude. And we see that, and it's very evident in what we got going on. Hey, Cancer. Hey, Chad. I definitely gonna be watching the replay because I was waiting for you to speak on this. Okay, boo. Okay, boo. Y'all be sure y'all hit that like button for your girl. Hey, Tangela, how are you doing, boo? I know things are obviously difficult, so you're in my thoughts most definitely. I am definitely glad to see you as well. Tanae thinks she a thug and Dawn herself, so they are perfect for each other. Well, yeah. I never, that's not a thought I've ever had referring to Tanae. So that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. That is definitely interesting. But I could see her being a hood girl, which, hood street, different connotations, same general meaning. So that I see. Um, I see her wanting to be with a dude in the streets because she feels his money attached to it. That's why she was buttering up to him. Going now, she said he had a job, but he probably got a job because he out on probation. I got a friend, I'm gonna say associate, that's a probation officer here in the Atlanta area. He's a felony probation officer. Yeah, y'all hit that like button and thank you for the super chat, love. Thank you so much for support to this channel. I'm out here trying to do my thing because I'm trying to get my butt back to Georgia. My grandchildren live here and I want to live here permanently as well. So, yeah. So, I got to work my butt off. Y'all, that was a heck of a revelation. I'm just gonna be real. Let me see what y'all saying. Hell no, he shouldn't be. And Tanae better hope he don't lay hands on her. Right? That's the only thing we don't see is DV charges. And then the thing is, she act like she don't want to divorce a person she claimed used to knock upside the head. Like I don't get that. Yeah, she still finds the time to bother Keyontay when she has two uninterested baby daddies. Yeah, right. But see, that's why Mocha. He is the one who always filled in the gaps, who always tried, who always showed up for those kids. No matter how immature Keontae was, no matter how much he hung out, no matter how much he smoked, if she called, he was there. If she needed money, he tried to give it to her. Now he clearly didn't give her everything, and that's when she had problems. The boy made a conscious effort to do the best he could with who he was, and I believe that. That's why I'm gonna be honest about things that I say about him, but at the same time, I'm still going to give him credit for the effort. Tanae act like everybody fine and dandy. I feel sorry for her. She doesn't know better, obviously. You know what? Does she know better? I don't know. Does she care? No. She happy with her situation. That girl sat there for Christmas and felt like she did that. Ain't paid a quarter for shit, but she felt like it was that deal. Tanae is always threatening people with her pow pow, Keontae Bubbles, and even her mama. Wow. I've never seen those videos. So wow, that's all I can say. What I never heard anyone say he a pimp. Me either. I ain't never heard that either. Yeah. Hell, he don't need to be. He doing enough. And always was a daddy to the triplets. He was. And he love them. The only reason he don't get them now, well, it's a reason he don't get them now, but it's understood. And that still falls back on Tanae. Yep, that falls back on Tanae. Well, guys, we're going to move Lil Mama. When I say Lil Mama, I'm talking about Peach to another video because this was a lot. Hey, Melody. Boo, you come in as we come out, but you definitely do not want to miss this one. So go back and replay for me, girl. To insinuate that a woman with 7 kids doesn't know any better is wild. It could be wild, but it's my opinion. Excuse me, it was her opinion. My opinion is that she don't give a shit either way. Whether she know better or not, Tannea is very satisfied with her situation. So that's what I have to say. But I mean, you don't have to agree with me, nor do you have to agree with the other post. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's all love here, but that's how she feels. I feel like Tanae feels she's okay. The things that she do, the things that she say, she don't see nothing wrong with it. That's what I feel. She did. She did. She did. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. Thank y'all so very much for taking the time to check it out with me. I will probably come back later on this evening with the stuff for um Peach. I want to pull up the same documentation showing where it says that the balances are zero, showing that it shows, what case numbers and stuff. Now, the problem is the court doesn't show the receiver number, which is what shows when you go and make a payment. So, but whatever the case is, um, yeah, I want to go and kind of get all of that together and go from there. Right. She hit some kind of pot. Hey, Ocean Way, we're just on our way out, so please hit that replay for me. And y'all, if y'all haven't hit that like button, please do so, and please hype up the video. She doesn't know better. She got pregnant living in the house with her mom with 5 kids. Yes. I bet that's why her mother really wanted her out the house. That was this. No, they on that level with one another, so they don't see wrong in those things. They don't. They don't. Those of y'all just popping in, these are some of the charges that showed. Um, yeah, we went into detail on most of them, and you can definitely see that in the video. But thank y'all so very much, guys. I will see you all in the next one. I will try to come back this evening with the Peach video showing the information where it said she's paid off. The only concern that I have, I want to be upfront about it because I already know about it. I often have stuff pop up, but the only concern I have is I have to go to the VA hospital. And you don't really control your time when it comes to that. So, yeah. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank y'all for watching. Bye. I don't know if I said that. I think I did say that. But yeah, we didn't do our Mishma member for today, but we'll do one on the next video. So I didn't get to it this today. I jumped straight in, but we'll definitely have one next video. Bye.
Don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings ever been this faded. Maybe this is karma, definition of jaded. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind. Trying to put a muzzle on my crazy feelings. One minute I'm cold and then the next I'm slipping on. With somebody new, I swear she don't deserve it. Oh, it's still on my mind. She's still on my mind. And we build it up, just to let it wash away.